Gentleman's recognized for his point of order.
Mr. Speaker, first permit me to state the point of order. I make a point of order against consideration of this bill because the legislation violates Clause 10 of Rule 21, which states that it is not in order to consider a bill if it has the effect of increasing spending for the current year and a 5-year window. CBO estimates this bill will cost $500 million over 5 years without an offset in the bill. As you can see, Mr. Chairman, Mr. Speaker, we are setting aside PAYGO and instituting pay-cut-as-you-go, which means if there is any spending called for in any new way or authorization, there has to be some cutting somewhere. Eric Cantor. Further, the Speaker said, very simply under the cut-go rule, if it is your intention to create a new government program, you must also terminate or reduce spending on an existing government program of equal or greater size in the same bill. And I would point out, Mr. Speaker, as we already know, on January 5th, there was a violation of the rules where members failed to take the oath when they were not in the room. On February 9th, failed to offer a proper constitutionality statement with legislation that was offered. On March 3rd, failed to require a 3/5 majority for the passage of a bill that raised tax rates. On March 17th, this House failed to have...
Is correct. House will be in order.
Continuing, on March 17th, we failed to make legislation available 72 hours. And now we are failing to include an offset for a new government program required under these rules under cut-go. In order for these rules to be taken seriously, we can't simply say, because it's a favorite program of the Speaker, we're going to waive the rules. The rules are there for a reason. We voted on those rules, and they were made an important part of the change of hands in this House. When you have statements like this by the Speaker, they should be taken seriously. There is no argument that the funds in this bill are simply not paid for, and I insist on my point of order.
The Chair is not aware of any point of order against a pending measure that would be timely or cognizable at this time.
Mr. Speaker, point of parliamentary inquiry.
The gentleman will state his parliamentary inquiry.
Is it not the rules of the House that under Clause 10A of Rule 21, what the Speaker articulated in this sentence is in fact the rule that if you have money that needs to be offset, it has to be offset in the same bill, and it is further not the case that in this bill it's been stipulated on both sides that this expense of $300 million over 5 years is not paid for. Is that or is it not the rule of the House?
The House does have a Clause 10 of Rule 21 does not support a point of order at this stage in the debate.
The rule exists, but we don't need to follow it. I withdraw my parliamentary inquiry.
The gentleman is untimely. The question... The point is that the gentleman is untimely in his point of order.
But for parliamentary inquiry, Mr. Speaker.
Gentleman will state his parliamentary inquiry.
It's a simple question. Does the rule stipulated here exist? And is the only reason we're not following it is I didn't get to the floor in time?
Chair will not respond to critical commentary. The question is on the engrossment and third reading of the bill. Those in favor will signify by saying aye. Those opposed, no. The ayes have it. Third reading.